Hi there, Nikki from Hallows. Guess where we are? We're at the Tolhouse Museum in Great Yarmouth. Bit of history about the place. It was built about 700 years ago. It's possibly one of the oldest buildings in Great Yarmouth, and most certainly probably one of the most oldest prisons in the country. There is a basement here, which was used in the early 1200s, so let's say 1261, where prisoners were held until about 1878. At the moment, we're in what's called the hiding chamber, and we will be moving throughout the property down to holding chamber, where prisoners were held and were brought up to this area by an underground tunnel to be served their sentence. So hopefully we will pick up on some interesting activity here. So for now, catch you later.
Hi. Why did the ghost get sent to prison?
Why did the ghost get sent to prison?
For possession.
Ha ha, boom boom, oh my days. Hi there, Nikki. Hello, Spirit Pursuers. I am wearing a mask because I am down in the holding chamber and it's particularly damp down here. But I've come down because we are going to put a static camera down here and we are going to leave a REM pod and we are going to ask some questions from the hatch, then close the hatch and leave the static camera and the REM pod down here. So just do a quick scan round so you can see. One area there, not entirely sure what this is, what I'm walking in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this static camera down here. I'm going to place it over here and then I'm going to get it set up to watch the REM pod. So. Hi there, Nikki. Hello, Spirit Pursuers. We're in Tolhouse Museum, Great Yarmouth, and we've come through to where the holding chamber is. I'll just quickly show you.
So you can actually interact. Okay? Thank you.
So that's the holding chamber. That's where prisoners would have been held before going up to the hiding room for their sentence. Dan has just been down there. We've left a static camera down there recording with a REM pod dictaphone, and I believe Dan has placed a cat ball down there, which is motion activated, and we are now about to get Alice round. So this should be interesting. So here we go.
Is there anybody here who'd like to speak to us? Is there anybody down here? Mean you no harm. We're just interested in whether there's anybody still here who would like to say hello. Is there anybody there? Are you sat there? Are you sat there? Are you here? Can you wave? Can you put your arm up in the air? Show us you're there. No. Mean you no harm. We come here to say hello.
Okay, we have Alice running, and Dan has now returned from the hatch, so I will try and get as close as I can with Alice to the hatch. Get down on the floor. There we go, there's Alice. If there's anybody here that would like to communicate with us, can you please come forward and communicate either through Alice, the ITC device that I have in front of me, use the banks of word to communicate with us, or trigger the REM pod, or speak into the dictaphone, or use any other pieces of equipment that we have. Is there anybody that would like to communicate with us? Can you tell us your name? Or the reason you were put to trial at the Tolhouse? Is there any message you would like to give us at all? Anything at all?
Whoever I was talking to at the bottom of the stairs, can you speak to us, please?
There we go. So
And
Alice has
it's taken so long
started.
to get there.
Metaphysics. That's a bit of a mouthful. Metaphysics. We do have a guest with us today. His name is Matthew. I'll just do a quick intro.
Hello everyone, my name's Matthew. I work for the Kit the Dust project, aka as a trainee.
Okay, thank you, Matthew. So we have someone to hand who's going to be full of information for us. And Alice is running again. Sister. Okay, so we've had metaphysics, which is a bit of a mouthful, and sister. Okay, what can you tell us about your sister? Was your sister a prisoner here? Was she being sent to trial? What can you tell us? Another word on Alice.
I'm saying probably because they're talking about the building as a whole.
Graveyard. Is there a church or anything near here? So were you rolled down into this holding pit?
Or they could be rolled into the graveyard.
Yep, they could have been, yep. So possibly died here and then rolled through into the graveyard. There's Dan. Corny Dan. Okay, so Alice did take a little while to get started, but Alice is now picking up on any spirits that may be here that want to communicate. So we really do appreciate it. Thank you for coming through. Anything else you'd like to tell us about your time here as a prisoner, an inmate, or just being sent to trial, whatever it may be? Anything you'd like to tell us? Can you give us a name? A name would be good. Here we go. Low. It is low down there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Claustrophobic was another massive thing.
Okay.
Because as you may tell when you were videoing earlier, there is no windows in there.
No, it's completely pitch
So-
black, and with the hatch shut,
Yeah.
it would be absolutely
And that's
horrendous. Matthew did just say there are no windows down there. You can see how this is now starting to
Yeah.
make sense. They're definitely picking up on what we're doing. And you can't say that, you know, as a coincidence. You were just talking about it.
What have you got to that?
Picture. Okay, picture. Yes, I've been taking pictures on my full spectrum camera. Were you in that picture? Was that you darting across in front of me? Represent. There's another one. Outside. This is really going for it now. Street.
Wait a minute.
Stay. We will stay for a bit. We're just started our investigation. 1. Okay, we've come down to where the cells are. So flip the camera around. Here we are. The jail cells. Look at that. Wouldn't like to be a prisoner down here.
I don't think anyone would.
Excuse the noise. That's Dan messing about with equipment as usual. And that is a mannequin, just in case anyone's wondering. We haven't shut someone in there.
Also, if you're not so mistaken, if you want to come to the first one,
Oh, Matthew's got something to show us.
you can actually see the kind of stuff they used to sleep on.
Look at that. And there's a rat in there. That looks like a straw bed.
That's correct. It's made out of mainly made out of straw and just put in together. Wasn't very nice, very comfortable to sleep on.
No, I bet.
So they have like representation of all the food we used to eat as well. So
Okay. Looks like Dan's going for it. Okay.
if you can tell by all the food, like the prop food here, they used to get given food to people just through the cells and everything. They had to pay for all that afterwards. If not, they're thrown back in.
They had to pay for it.
They had to pay every single
Okay.
cent.
Wow.
Everything back to the jailers because they took their time and effort to do it. So they had to pay for it.
This is an interesting room to say the least. I mean, just look at that wall. That's just wow. Okay, I've got the K2 meter in my hand. My camera is struggling to focus at the moment. Come on, focus, focus, focus. Just because the light conditions are changing. Okay, there's Dan. So, K2 meter. Just give you a quick explanation about what it does. It detects electromagnetic fields. So, I don't know, some people use these to detect electricity, high electricity readings at home. But as we know, spirits use electromagnetic energy to communicate, to show themselves, to move things. So if we start getting readings on this, so long as it's nothing to do with any electricity nearby, we know that we're potentially picking up on a spirit. This is interesting. You see that fluctuating?
Look,
Wow. Oh, thank you. Thanks for making it such a strong read. That's really bizarre. Look at this. If that was you, can you make the EMF fluctuate again? Can you spike it up to red? Can you do that again for us, please? Thank you very much. We really do appreciate it. Did you work here? They are some crazy readings. Can you, I mean, it's just, and that's gone. There is literally nothing here. I mean, there is a light. Thank you very much again. Lights are up there, but I can't honestly see anything in here that would be creating EMF. Can you? Let's take it into the cell.
You moved. Getting shots.
Oh, sorry. You didn't say. Do you do me a favour? Just shut the door. I'm going to sit in here. Matthew's going to lock me in.
Goodbye.
Bye. I'm here for my sentence. Okay. If anyone's here with me, can you make the EMF go off for me, please? We've gone into night vision because I'm in the dark in a cell. It's pitch black in here. It's quite spooky, actually. Is there anyone here that wants to communicate with me? Can you make my EMF fluctuate? Thank you very much. Can you do that again for me? Thank you. Can you make it flash a little bit stronger for me, perhaps? Oh, wow. Thank you very much. That's a solid light there. Were you a prisoner in this cell? Thank you. Thank you very much for communicating with us. Okay. As we're getting stuff in here, I think we need to get the spirit box out and a digital recorder, so bear with. Okay, Nikki again. I'm back in the cell. I have the spirit box with me, digital recorder, and Alice. So let's get the equipment going. Let's get this recording. Is it recording? Yep, okay, here we go. If there's anybody here that would like to communicate with us, please come forward and either speak into the digital recorder in my hand or come through the spirit box on the white noise, or communicate via Alice using the banks of words. Hello. Can you say that again for me, please? Can you tell me your name? Once. We've had the word once come up on Alice. What does the word once mean? Can you tell me? Hello. Hello to you. What's your name? Were you a prisoner here? Were you being put on trial here? Is there anything else you'd like to tell us? Sorry, can you say that again, please? Oh, we have something else coming through on us. Dave! Hello, Dave! Machine. Yes, I have machinery with me. If you're in this cell with me, can you touch my shoulder or pull my hair? Okay, that definitely sounds like a female trying to come through on the spirit box. Mischief. Who's going to create mischief? Come on. Show me in here. I would like to really communicate with you. Placing the dictaphone on my knee. Okay, so I'm actually getting like a cold draft in my ear at the moment, in my right ear. It's almost like somebody's blowing in it. Alice is going off again. Aim. What are you aiming for? Come on, Dave, you've told me your name. Who's the female who's trying to come through on the spirit box? Is there anybody else here who'd like to communicate with us? Tell us your name. Tell us your story. Why were you here? What were you on trial for? Okay, I'm just moving back. You can see it is absolutely pitch black in this cell, and this is how anyone in this cell, this is how they would have been. They wouldn't have seen much. It would have actually been this dark. The only light they would have had would have been from the candles on a large table out just in front of the cell doors. Again, work. Dan trying to do some triggers for us. I'm going to get up and move about a bit. The only thing on the dictaphone, that was me moving, was literally the cell door with the little peephole window. Okay, the spirit box has gone a little bit quiet. We did have a female coming through. Not here. What do you hear? Tell me what you hear. Lie. Who's lying? Take some full spectrum pictures, so okay, we've got Matthew in the cell now. Matthew's gonna see if we can get some responses from any spirits.
If there is any spirits in here, would they speak to us now? Ask why they're here. What brought them in here?
You can use the white noise to give us a response, or Alice box, or speak into the digital recorder. I'll be reviewing that later to see if we do pick up on anything you may have said.
Ooh.
Alice is going again.
Library.
Library. And what is next door?
There is a library next door, indeed. On the second floor, just before we come up, there is a library that's attached to this place, and a drone. Yes.
Drone. Drone. That's bizarre. Maybe someone's had a drone overhead before.
Anything else? Any questions?
Dan's turn to be shut in the cell. He's got the dictaphone, his camera, and motion sensor cat ball. Where's the cat ball, Dan?
There's one at either side of me. Is there anybody here? Can you set the balls off that are beside me? Try and scare me. Come on. I'd love to see you do it. That would be brilliant. If you can set those balls off, make them flash. All you need to do is move it just a little bit. Give it a little bit of a tap. And that'll start flashing. And I'll start running. Very, very tight in here and small. As you can see, I'm not really getting much on my camera, just panning around in here. There's the camera looking back at me. So can you set one of these balls off, please? Come on, you can do it. You need some energy, you can use some of mine. Be really good. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I did not move. This was not me. Can you set the one up at the other side of me? That would be brilliant. Thank you so much. Wow, can you do that again? I've got goosebumps. Could you do that again, please? It'd be fantastic if you could. Oh, same one again. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Can you make both of them go off? That would be really cool. I've got a dictaphone here that you can talk to me through. Thank you. That's Nikki talking outside. Wow. This is going off for quite some time this time. As you can see, I'm not moving. I wasn't talking then or anything. So that's definitely not setting it off. It is just going off by itself. Can you set the other one off at the other side of me? There's another one over here. Just over here. Where is it? There. Can you set that one off, please? That would be really good if you could set that one off as well. You like that one, don't you? I take it you're over here. Would you like me to move the dictaphone over here? Yeah, I'm moving the dictaphone. I'm moving it over to this side. Shall I move this other ball over here? See if you can set both off at the same time. There's the other ball. I've just set that one off, moving it. Let's see if you can set both off. There are no vibrations going on in here. Really quiet. There it goes again. Can you set the other one off? Can you set them both off? It does like that one there. Can you get the other one to go off? Can you communicate with us? What is your name? Why are you here? Are you stuck here? What was your punishment? Wow, thank you very much. I'm going to leave you now and leave you to it. But thank you very much for setting off the equipment. That was really good. Thank you.
looks like Dan is getting some activity in the cell as well. His motion sensor cat balls are going off.
Thank you.
He has got a camera in there. It's really difficult to pick him up through the tiny cell door window, but really interesting.
Can you make both of them go off that?
Quite a bit of activity, and again, we're at a location during the day, so you know, a lot of investigators like to go to places at night. Proof that you can do this during the day. I know I'm standing here in pitch black, but that's because we've turned the lights out, and this is a cell area, so that's why it's dark, but it is daylight. It is middle of the afternoon, but really interesting so far what we're picking up. As viewers will know, Alice Box, you know, I say it every time, it never ceases to amaze me, the stuff so specific that comes through on Alice and in relation to where we are, and we cannot influence that information that's coming through. We just can't influence it. It is what it is, basically, and it's the best ITC device I've ever used, and I've got a few.
Communicate with us. What is your name?
We've also placed an EM pump in there at the other end, so generating some energy. We'll leave that on and see if anything gets triggered. Are your balls going off?
Again.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to turn the EM pump off because I should have enough energy in there now. Nikki just walking in, grabbing the EM pump, and I'm turning it off. I think there's enough energy in this cell now.
This is us coming back in for the dictaphone.
Hello. Okay, so I'm back down in the holding chamber. I have placed the EM pump down here. Static camera is still down here, along with the REM pod and dictaphone.
It was 2022. That's the current year. What year were you down here?
Okay. Yeah, it says yeah. Oh yeah. We have Alice Box running, dictaphone on the stairs, and I'm now about to turn up the white noise. Is anybody here that would like to communicate with us? Please come forward and communicate through the white noise in my hand. Can you tell us your name, please? Speak to us through Alice. You've already told us year. What year was that? Hear any noise upstairs, but it's just members of the public. Can you tell me your name, please? Were you held down here for your trial? I'm giving you some energy on the floor, the EM pump is running. Hello? Can you say that again, please? Hello? Dave, is that you again? What did you just say? Did you say no? Dave, are you with us? You can see what Alice is saying. Common. Common.
It said, first it said a few words, and it had bog, heart, tapping, and now common. What do you think that could be?
I don't know, but didn't it say something about year to start with?
Yeah, the year to start with.
What do you mean by common? Can you tell me through the white noise?
I can explain this one.
Go on.
Because if you actually did not know, you used to have a logbook here that you had to sign all your documentation, all your personal belongings, everything you had. Because if you did pass away or anything like that, they would take everything from you.
Okay, that's interesting.
So that could be the logbook they're talking about.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to turn the spirit box off in a moment. Is there anything else you would like to say to us? Anything at all? Anybody? Okay, thank you. Oh, what did you just say? Anything at all? Last chance before I turn the spirit box off. Okay. So then, Nikki and Dan, Hallows Spirit Pursuers, we have now finished our investigation at the Tolhouse Museum in Great Yarmouth. We've had quite a lot of activity. We had a guest investigator with us today as well, Matthew, who you'll see in the footage. So much to review. Again, Alice, what can I say? Alice is fantastic. The best piece of kit, ITC equipment I've ever used. So, Dan, what did you think?
Very good. Enjoyed it. Lots of activity.
And before he nicks it, catch you later.
I wasn't going to do it this time.